So she's been doing more. She sort of stopped for about a week or so of getting onto all fours. And then last Thursday night she started again, going onto all fours again.
See, look at how much she... Watch your kettle. Yeah. She's really, really working with this cross-lateral motion developmentally, beautifully. Look at this. I mean, I'm only following her. She's actually doing this. The only thing that I'm actually doing is just helping her use her feet, right, to push off the floor. There. But then I'm showing it to her. I'm not necessarily doing it for her. Yeah. And the reason I'm saying this is because that way you'll be doing it, right, with her. Ooh, go roll back over. Yeah. There. Did we change our mind? Did we change our mind? And the more you work with all these patterns, the stronger, excuse me, everything in her nervous system will become. Okay, so right now she's not really, she changes her mind, not wanting to do that. I'm going to give her a break for a moment from it, and then we're going to go back. I really want to make that potent. And by the way, I just have to say, I love her rib cage, because she's not flaring out here at all anymore. And for those of you watching this, Mom, tell me how much they flared.
It used to be scary how
much? They were like their own separate rib cage.
Yes, it was like vertical sticking out instead of horizontal.
I mean, anybody that's seen a woman that just had a baby, a lot of times being out here, those bottom ribs, because, you know, they're not totally fixed, there's cartilage where they connect here, are completely flared out. And sometimes they don't go back, and other times they do. And hers were like that, and trying to understand, well, this is really interesting. What is that? What is that all about? And then you started doing
ABR,
and choom, choom, choom. And now they're completely...
So as they describe it in ABR is that like there's two pillows or two balloons inside. So underneath the rib cage is a balloon, and underneath the abdomen is a balloon. And what we're doing is basically filling that balloon. So then there's stuff underneath the rib cage to support that. Whereas beforehand it was empty. There was nothing there. So it would just flare, you know, it would just stick out because there was nothing to support it, nothing.
And then you were doing the work for a few hours every day. And see, and that's what I'm talking about, is you go to show that any of these works that you do that are high quality work, right, methods, and you're doing it a few hours a day. I'm sorry, this business about going to therapy twice a week and 3 times a week is not it. It's about teaching the parents, teaching you, because this is where the change happens. A little change will happen by us. But teaching you what to do and doing this with her hours a day, you know what? What else are you going to do?
Yeah. That's what's going to make the changes, not a half an hour PT and a half an hour OT that the state provides you.
But as long as that PT and OT is geared to teach you also what you can do. You know, I remember my own husband said in ours, you know, with us, was that, well, if we don't use the college education fund right now, he won't go to college. Okay? So you use what you can do, and then you put the hours into it. Don't just have somebody else do the work. Learn it from them, and then you can continue to do it. And that's where you see all the changes happening.
Yeah.
Isn't that
It's like if you went to the gym and you hired a personal trainer for half an hour a week.
And then you go home and watch TV.
Yeah. You think you're going to get fit that way? No. You need to go to the gym every day.
Right. See, so that's where you're taking a system that doesn't work well, right? Not her system. I'm saying the system of the way they design the way you do therapies. And they do this not just for children, they do this for adults. I mean, you know, an example, my husband 3 weeks ago broke his collarbone playing baseball. And the orthopedic surgeon says, oh yeah, he doesn't need physical therapy. Excuse me, I didn't mean to laugh. Because if that's not a joke. Right? He needs a lot of work, and he'll probably need it for about a year if he wants to go back out and play hardball and swing well.
Sure.
Right? And get that out of the body of all the accommodations that happen over a bone that's sticking out this way and that way that doesn't get surgery on it.
Yep.
And so it's the same thing. So it can be physical, it can be neurological, it can be genetic, it can be metabolic, it can be whatever you want to call it. But the more we work with the retraining process and showing all the possibilities of ways to function, but not like just possibilities here and there and everywhere that just becomes overwhelming and too much. Give a good few strong possibilities. So that means you can move from this direction, you can move from that direction, you can develop like this and you can develop like that. You know, then you have choices, and that's when development happens. Then you're increasing their state of their curiosity. And in their curiosity, there's so much learning that takes place. And again, we talk about respect and joyfulness. I know. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Oh, see now this time. Oh, now. Oh, see now. Oh, see she's now putting. Oh, and the foot goes to the floor. Oh, that one. Okay, but see what she did? Yeah. So now that's a first. So what she did is she went down here like this. Now normally she would go like this, and the foot would stay up here. This time she then brought the knee again, a second one, and then the foot and the inside of the foot here. She pushed. Then she went here, and the foot went up, but then she brought the knee, and again, the second time, and then the foot, yeah, you see, and then she pushed. So already, that's a learning process. So we can't do this enough. We can't do this enough. We can't do it enough. We can't. Okay? There. See, she's doing that. There. She's doing it. She gives a little extra there. Because that's where she'll propel herself from. Oh, okay, you want to know what was funny? She got to the edge of the mat and she stopped. Oh, look how smarty you are. Look how smarty you are. Look how smarty you are. Come this way. Come this way. Come this way, little miniature Matthew. Come this way. She looks so much like her brother. Like her big brother. Okay, ready? You ready? Let's go. Ah, and it's a lot of work. She poops out quickly from doing this. Yep.